What's up guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Meike automatic extension tube set. The purpose of these extension tubes is to turn any lens that you own into a macro lens. Costing only about $17 on Amazon, these are a great alternative to buying expensive macro lenses. These extension tubes are made almost entirely out of plastic, but for only costing $17, they still feel pretty good. A great feature of these extension tubes is that they feature electronic connectors. This means that you can connect any automatic lens and be able to adjust the aperture and use autofocus. Many cheap extension tubes do not come with electronic connections, so that means when you use an automatic lens, you cannot use autofocus and you're not able to adjust the aperture, which can be a problem. This set comes with two extension tubes, a 10mm and a 16mm. Having two extension tubes in this set is great, as you can decide how close you want to be in on an object. And if you want to be very close, you can combine the two. The 10mm is great for getting shots that are close in but still wide enough to tell what is going on. The 16mm can get you even closer, and you can combine both of them to get a 26mm that'll get you really close. The adapters are quite thin, so when you put them on your camera, it's not very noticeable. They're about the size of a Metabone speed booster. I found focusing on objects was much easier having the aperture closed opposed to being open, where you get a very shallow depth of field. To show the difference between these extension tubes, I took a tape measure and focused as closely as I could to it using the 10mm and then the 16mm, and then I combined both. It should be noted though that using a wider lens, for example an 18mm lens, will create a much more zoomed in image using the extension tubes than the 35mm lens will. Here is some test footage that I shot outside using the extension tubes and the 35mm lens. While shooting the test footage, I found two main drawbacks of these extension tubes. The first drawback is that focusing is very difficult. It took quite a long time to find the right focus for each shot. If I was trying to capture a bug or something like that, usually the bug would be gone by the time that I found the right focus. The second major drawback for these extension tubes is that if you don't shoot using either a tripod or in super slow motion, your footage will basically be unusable. If you try to shoot handheld in a normal frame rate, the amount of shake in your footage will just be overbearing. Other than these two drawbacks, I really liked using these extension tubes. For only $17, they really open up a lot of unique and creative options to put into your video. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you found this overview helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments section.